Welcome to Ingredient Insiders. I'm John Magazzino.
And I'm Andrea Parkins.
Thanks for watching this clip of our interview with TV host and author Eden Grinshpan.
For the full episode, find us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Links in the description below.
What's it like to host Top Chef Canada?
Oh my God, it's a dream.
How did you get that?
Do you feel like you're living this dream? You were a self-confessed pothead Canadian kid.
My pothead days lasted a full year.
Eating chips on your parents' bed, watching Food Network.
Yeah, I know.
And now you're the host of Top Chef Canada.
I do want to say, by the way,
you got cookbooks. You got children.
You had a restaurant for a year.
I had a restaurant for a year.
1 year.
She looks like she's got it all going on, put together. I mean, like, do you just feel like...
You should hear from my therapist.
Yeah,
she's like, shit, girl.
She's going to be on next. Don't worry.
You know what? First of all, thank you. You know, I feel like I've been surrounded by a lot of really, really incredible people that have inspired me and really helped me. So I feel very fortunate for that.
And your mom and dad.
My mom and my dad.
And your sister.
And I have two sisters.
Two sisters. Yeah. Sorry, we don't want to leave the other one out.
I look back and like everything kind of happened, like it makes sense on some level. And especially I've had very encouraging parents that were very like creatively, like it's kind of like my dad suggested. It's like he knew I would take the bait every time.
Right.
Like
Smart guy.
It is Bashir,
right?
He'd be like, Eden, like it's funny because he really does just he's a very creative person. I don't know. He's just like really good at thinking like that. So, and I guess he knows me well.
Apparently.
I guess he knows me well. He knows I would do it. But anyways, yeah, I love it. Listen, Top Chef, it's such an incredible franchise to be a part of. It's an honor that I get to host that show. I think it's going to be my 8th season. We're shooting the 12th season this summer, which is so surreal.
Have you announced where it's going to be?
It's in Toronto.
Okay. Is it always in Toronto?
It's always in Toronto.
Okay.
That's how it happens in Canada.
Okay.
The season finale.
You're never going to like Edmonton or
the season
Alberta.
finale. Finale is we go and do something fun. And they bring in talent from all across the country, and so I get to like really get like a good idea of like, you know, the talent and like what's coming out of what's going
on in Canada, the food scene. Like,
great.
How do you feel about it?
It's amazing. It's unbelievable.
Coast
to coast, and it's
Are you getting chefs from Nova Scotia, Newfoundland,
everywhere.
Newfies?
Asked me about Canada. Like, I'm so bad, like geography. I'm like, yeah, there.
No. Is Gail Simmons Canadian?
Yes,
yeah,
she's my girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay.
She wrote a quote in the book.
When Gail and I met, like we got set up. Because a friend of ours was like, you guys have to meet. I feel like you guys would get along. We went on like a 4-hour lunch date.
Right.
We just fell in love. She feels like a sister to me. Really, like we grew up kind of close to one another. We went to the same camp, went to the same dance. Like,
did you go to Jewish sleepaway camp?
Yes.
Of course you did.
In the U.S. or in Canada?
In Canada.
I went to summer camp in Canada.
No. Did you go to Jewish sleepaway? It's different.
It was called Trinity Hockey School in Port Hope, Ontario.
Nope.
When our listeners heard that you were coming on, we got
crazy
questions. We got 30 questions from Instagram
I have 14 questions.
people.
Oh my God,
14.
I'm so
I want to
happy.
ask some of them though.
Okay, of course, John.
Is this my water?
Weirdest thing you've ever Googled at 2 a.m.?
Oh, I have children, so
like a rash.
Beep, beep. I thought you meant your children are listening to the show.
Oh no,
my daughters are old enough to listen to this.
Oh no,
and I get frightened.
No. Like I've, like when you're up in the middle of the night and the baby's crying, like it's not weird, but I'm like, why is she crying?
Right.
Like you're so sleep deprived.
Yes,
you're literally asking the dumbest questions on Google.
Yep.
Why is she crying?
Please give me the answer.
Well, you got to have that book, What to Expect When You're Expecting.
We have
don't read that. That one doesn't help.
First concert. Someone want to know Eden's first concert?
I think only Canadians would know. It was a band called Soul Decision.
Okay.
Kind of faded and I feel all right. Goodbye, making my move tonight. Also, the words.
Are they still
from Saskatchewan? Where were they from?
Are they still?
I have no idea. But
was it like a boy band?
Yeah.
Are they still?
They had frosted tips.
Ooh. Like, were they
Very
part of like
Canadian.
the NSYNC Backstreet Boys era?
Yeah, but like they weren't them.
Got it.
Favorite Canadian actor or actress? That's a good one.
This is hard because there are a lot. I'm looking to camera. Does this camera have me?
Yeah,
there are a lot of incredibly talented Canadian people.
Yeah.
Probably first comes to mind Jim Carrey. I'm a huge fan. Obviously, I love anyone that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also say singers?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like Joni Mitchell,
Yes.
Neil Young.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Hold on. Every Canadian has a fucking list.
By the way,
we are
Neil
so
Young is
proud.
married to Daryl Hannah. Did anybody realize
No,
that?
but that amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I Googled it during the Academy Awards the other day. I'm like, I haven't seen Daryl Hannah in a while. And then I Wikipedia, married to Neil Young.
Also, I saw her. She looks great.
It's great.
Like whatever
She
she's
looks
doing,
wonderful.
I want it.
It's the Canadian lifestyle. That's what she said.
Really? Does she lives there?
I have no idea.
Favorite
I made
food
that
city?
up.
That's really tough.
We ask the hard-hitting questions. Our listeners are in tune.
I would probably say my personal favorite.
Your
I would
personal
probably
favorite?
say probably New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most underrated
Respect.
food city.
You know, I'd probably say Toronto. There's unbelievable chefs there.
Mhm.
And because it's so multicultural, you can really get anything. And I
Yeah.
think you could explore and have so many amazing dishes.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
that. I like that. Shawarma or falafel?
Oh, this is tough because my book's a vegetarian book, but I would say shawarma.
Hummus or baba ganoush?
Oh, baba ganoush.
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were going to
I
say hummus.
thought you were going to say hummus.
Do you
I
know
like
why?
that.
Why?
It's because my savta, my grandmother, like eggplant is like a huge thing for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like growing up, I fell in love with baba ganoush before I fell in love with hummus.
Mm-hmm.
So I think baba.
Okay. Is there any food you won't eat?
I'm not like a big fan of like intestines.
Okay.
Like I'll eat it if it's like prepared beautifully and it's a traditional like thing that I'm,
Mhm.
If I'm under duress and I have no other choice.
If I'm being tied down, I would eat an intestine.
But I also don't like green peppers.
I think you guys should really.
I almost feel
I
like
think I need to
too
leave the
bad I'm in
room.
a relationship and you're in a relationship.
Are you the same?
We asked the
I don't
previous
like
guest
green peppers,
before you,
and no one-
and he said he didn't like green peppers an hour ago.
No.
Who, you?
They asked
Yes.
me.
Yes.
And
I don't like green bell peppers.
Me either.
I'm like, this is a waste of space.
this guy thought
I would
was,
never use
He
it.
thought I was.
He thought the
I
guest
was,
thought he was.
He's like, what are you, great? Like never.
What?
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard it a lot.
I'll eat a cooked green pepper. I don't
Yeah.
have it, but rough or get like.
I know,
Okay.
100%. I'm like, why? What's the point? And I never use it to cook with. None
Yeah.
of my
I
recipes
don't need. Yeah, no.
have green peppers.
Maybe
But a red
another
pepper-
time and another time.
Red
or
peppers
space.
are
Red pepper.
sweeter.
Maybe
red
in another
pepper.
time or space.
I don't know. You two and your
I love
socks and your
Canada too, yeah.
peppers.
It's
and
the no-shows.
Who knew? Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
these aren't no-shows. These are just ankles.
We're just two British tourists here.
Hello.
G'day, mate. By the way, you don't say A. You don't have a Canadian accent.
Funny, because I went out with some girlfriends last night and they were like, you're so Canadian now. And I was
So
like,
not.
what?
Please.
But when I lived here for almost 14 years full time.
Yeah.
And like no one knew.
All right.
That
Yeah,
I
you
have-
don't. You don't. I mean, like, I don't know.
Like, not that I care.
Yeah.
But I just, like, I don't know. I don't know if I have one. I do say
You don't.
A. It's good A.
You do say A?
Now all of a sudden,
Do you
she's
say
Canadian.
roof or roof?
Roof.
Roof.
It's a
Is there
roof.
like a Z at the end
The
of
roof
everything?
is on fire.
The roof.
Like
The
Z,
roof. Z.
Z. They put like Z on things. I don't know.
All right. This is from Robert in New Jersey.
Hey, Rob.
What's your 2 a.m. diner order
Oh.
at a 24-hour diner?
It would probably just be like a breakfast. Like I would have like fried eggs, probably over medium, bacon,
Love it.
butter toast.
Over medium, bacon, butter toast.
Home
Okay.
fries,
I like it.
Yeah.
extra
Ketchup.
Why
crispy.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With ketchup.
Totally.
I'm not going to ask question number 6. I feel like
I want it.
I'll get a.
No,
I'll
get it.
I'll have a lawsuit.
Wait, give it to me. Give it to me. Is it bad?
Favorite
What is it? Can I see?
snack
it's about what you eat.
post
After
post-
sex?
relations.
Post-whoopee.
Yes, it says post sex
Oh,
favorite
you can ask me,
snack.
guys. Nothing is off the table.
Favorite
Hello.
snack post sex.
Wait, are you blushing?
A little. We've never asked that question.
No, but it's 2 parts, and it's from a woman.
Yep. And then
It
they
says,
also say, "What do you eat to put you in the mood?"
Oh,
Is
well,
there-
first of all, tahini apparently is like really
Really?
good for like men's like,
Libido?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Post sex, post. Probably something like really saucy carby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a big bowl of pasta.
Yeah, it's like after you ran the marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so honored that that was the first time you ever said sex on this podcast, and
Yes,
it was
with
you.
with me.
We felt like you were the right person.
Thank you. Well, safe space
It is a safe space.
This is
with
very.
everyone else.
All right, here. These are more generic. What's Eden's favorite pizza topping?
Ooh.
So I'm a big fan of, I really I stay in the Lower East Side a lot when I'm here, and I go to Scars and I get the hot boy.
Yeah.
So like what's on there? Like jalapeno and like
put hot honey
hot
on it
honey.
too, or no?
hot
Yeah.
honey,
Pepperoni. Yeah.
I usually do like I'm like a cheese pizza girl or a pepperoni or a hot boy situation.
Totally.
But you know what? I do randomly, and this is because I grew up eating this in Tel Aviv, but like a green olive.
Sure.
Like give me a salty briny.
Totally.
Yum.
Salty
Olives.
briny anything.
Does Toronto have a good pizza scene?
Yeah. There's some great pizza
Pretty
spots
good?
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
2 places I would say north of Brooklyn Pizza in Toronto if you're there. And Badi Ali's also great.
Okay.
Awesome.
Craziest thing you've ever done at a restaurant?
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you. This is
Okay.
actually a great story. So my husband and I had like a whirlwind romance. We
Ooh, I wanna hear
got
this story.
engaged a month after we met.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was, we were in New York City. I was 25. He was 30. And we just like, we fell in love super fast. We got engaged. And then we got engaged in 2011. And then we got married in 2013. And he and I went out to dinner one night. And it was like out of a movie. What Boys to Men started playing. And I started like singing to him, and he like started singing back to me, and then the entire restaurant joined in,
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
and we were like singing together.
Boys
like,
to
It's
Men?
meant to
I
be.
know, in like the restaurant. I forget what restaurant it was, but it was like out of a movie, and we were just like singing, and Ido and I were like dancing in the middle of the restaurant. Everyone was singing. I know.
That is crazy.
I
Do you have a story
know.
like that?
No, nobody has a story like that. That's like out of the movies.
That's true. It is.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Ingredient Insiders.
You can find the products we discussed on today's episode at chefswarehouse.com or your favorite specialty retailer.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Ingredient Insiders and Chef's Warehouse at Where Chefs Shop.